So it's 11 p.m. at night, and as you can see, I'm working on my YouTube right there. And I looked at my YouTube analytics, and my most recent video has 16 views, which was 4 days ago. And I get to thinking, because a video I put so much effort in, 16 views. You know, is this grind worth it? Maybe I should just do what everybody else is doing, get a regular job, so I don't have to worry about when the results are going to come, when is the hard work going to pay off. And I realize it's these type of moments where people give up and quit. But honestly, I don't have an option to quit. Like, what else am I going to do if I quit? What else am I going to do if I give up? Live a regular life? I already told myself I was going to do that since I was like 12. Honestly, all it is God testing me. Am I going to break down the door? Am I going to run through the wall? Or am I just going to quit? Because why would God reward a quitter? So that 16 views, all that told me was to get better and keep going. Alright, y'all, it's 8 a.m. I just woke up and it's time to check my daily motivation. My YouTube analytics. I'm still at the same amount of subscribers and I'm still at 16 views. So, you know what I did? I woke up, sat on the edge of my bed like I'm doing right now. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is my next move? And I thought about it. And the last thing I thought was to give up, because you know who gives up? Fucking losers. So, no, the last thing I thought was giving up. And if I lose, it's because I died. But today is leg day, so you know we finna get that work in. And then later tonight, I have to work overnight, which is insane. So, you know, we still fighting demons here and there, but we good. Because sooner or later, it's gonna be worth it. So I woke up this morning and hit the charts. And the reason I really locked in this morning, I seen the baddest girl ever at my job yesterday. But the thing that made me lock in was she was eyeing me down, but I was helping the customer. But you know, I should have really focused on what was important. I should have said fuck the customer and spit some game. Now we're alone in the trenches trading, but you know, at least we got little bro right here. I saw this little uptrend going on. I saw the feds got involved, but I saw a little trend and then I longed it. 800 fucking medallions, baby. Obviously, the main goal here is not the money, it's freedom. You know, I'm either gonna quit my job and go all in on day trading, or I'm gonna go all in on my job and quit day trading and become homeless. You know, it's kind of crazy how there's no third option. The third option could be have a regular life and then have a family, but no. I'm looking getting bigger. A year ago, bro, I was so skinny. I was like 140 pounds. And I was depressed. I'm not saying I was depressed because I was skinny, or I became skinny because I was depressed. I just had a lot of shit going on. And I guess all that shit going on made me skinny, or maybe I was just making excuses. But, you know, now we're locked in. Finna eat this orange. And if you watch my videos before where I'm just sitting down, you know, talking peacefully, well, in real life, I am like that. But also, I'm not like these other motivational YouTubers. I'm not gonna play, act, and talk all softly 24/7. That's just not me. I really like doing raw vlogs, so I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat who I truly am, because what's the point? Who cares what people think about me? So yeah, I'm not really sure why, but I've been stuttering a lot, whether it's in YouTube videos or while I'm talking to people. You know, it could be because I'm working overnight. I'm just stressed a lot, but you know, I still gotta click record and get this done. I need to read more. And the thing is, when I read, I stutter in my mind. I do silent reading and I still stutter. How is that possible? Do I have dyslexia? Is there something wrong with me? If there is, oh well. There was flying shit at the gym today. Like, she's so bad. And I had the courage to walk up to her and I was like, I think you're very pretty. I hope you have a good day. And the reason I didn't really ask for her Instagram or number is because I'm putting the ball in her court. You know, it's her turn with the ball. So she has to come up to me next time. And if she doesn't come up to me next time, then it's not a really rejection for real. You feel me? She was just too afraid to shoot, or she just doesn't mess with me in general. So if you see a girl consistently, put the ball in her court. Yeah, maybe the next time I go to the gym, maybe she's like, hey, you want to go get some food or something? I'll be like, fuck no. So what I do every day, I like to get sunlight, get the skin on the sun rays. And, you know, I've been doing something different. I'm like in the middle of nowhere, which is pretty cool. It's peaceful. I don't have to be around people. And it's not that I don't like people. It's just, you know, I'm still getting comfortable just having the camera out. So I low-key get a lot of looks when I have the camera out when I'm just in public. And, you know, I need to work on that. You know, that's something on my self-improvement journey. Stop caring what people think. Because in reality, they want to be like you. They want to do what you're doing. So I need to just stop overthinking and just take my camera and go everywhere. So early in the video, I said about a year ago, I was like skinny. Like I was almost on my deathbed. And I'm gonna put a picture up here. And bro, at that time, like you could tell I just wasn't taking care of myself. My hair was all messy. I had a choppy beard. And you could see the look in my eyes, like there's no soul in my eyes. It was just so much stuff going on at that time. I remember, you know, I was having issues with my girl. I was having issues with school, basketball, and I was broke. And you know, when people say money doesn't define you, what gets to a certain point as a man, maybe money does define you. So I was working part-time at Whole Foods, and for full-time I was doing basketball and school. And I remember I tried to buy a drink and it declined. And I looked at my bank account. I was negative $4 from whatever payment I had to do. And I remember the worker, my coworker, literally walked up to me, picked up the drink, and just walked away with it. And I'm like, wow, like if you add the girl problems on top of that, if you add the basketball issues, the school issues on top of that, and I was deadly skinny, I was just losing it, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, I was close to taking my life. But the thing in the back of my head that stopped me from actually pursuing taking my life was, how would my parents feel? You know, my parents worked all this time just for their only son to end it all. Yeah, the girl problems, the school problems, yeah, it is what it is, but the money problems was finna make me take my own life. Like that negative $4, wow, I'm worthless. There's no reason I should be here. I can't provide for nobody. I can't even provide for myself. You know, let's just end it easy. But, you know, I'm glad I didn't do that. Because, you know, lately I've been glowing. Lately I've been working hard. And like, you can really see like the improvement for real. So, and I'm just out in the sun breathing this fresh air. Like, bro, never take your own life. You know, the crazy part, when I was skinny, I was broke, bro. I had no one by my side. That was probably one of the lowest points of my life. But now throughout the time since that, I know it could get way worse than that. Yeah, I was at my lowest, but a few years before, I was at my lowest too. So never underestimate the bad times in your life, because it can get worse. So this is a trade I've had open for like a few hours so far. And, you know, going into day trading, I knew it's not going to be a get rich quick scheme, which it can be, but really it's the slowest way to get rich quick. And I feel like day trading gave me another path to test myself, work hard, give me something to focus on, something to grind for, because it's not easy. You're really going against the government, you're going against the feds, and you're going against other day traders that do this for $1 million a trade, that do this for $10 million a trade. You're going against people like Warren Buffett. I think about me, I love competition. And, you know, when there's no competition in your life, you're kind of like, bro, what am I doing? You know, what is my next move? What's the plan? Because I'm bored. You know, I feel like my life is worthless. I feel like my life has no turn. So I feel like day trading gave me that turn. It gave me that thing to work hard for. And, you know, by any means, I'm not no guru. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still in my beginning stages. And I'm not even profitable, but, you know, it takes years to be successful at something. It takes years to see the hard work pay off. And my YouTube analytics too, dang, I gotta lock in, bro. Even though I am locked in on that, it's just, that's a battle itself. My YouTube analytics. But I know if I work consistently every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for 24 hours every day, I know it's gonna pay off. It has to. It just can't. It's impossible if you put in the work every day for it not to work out, unless, you know, a witch put a curse on you. And even that, I don't even think that could affect you if you're putting in the work every day. So, you know, I don't think a witch has a curse on me, because I got God by me. I got God by my side. You know, if God's not part of your life, what are you doing? You know, how can you look at this tree? How can you look at all this nature and not believe in God? Not even believe Jesus Christ was a real person. There's just too many facts in history that Jesus Christ was a real person, whether what religion you are, because every religion believes in Jesus Christ. Whether it was the Son of Man or a prophet, or, you know, I'm not going to say the third one, because I'm pretty sure you know the third one I'm talking about. All right, enough yapping, I got to go. All right, enough yapping, I got to go home, get ready for work. I got my second job. You know, one job is not enough to pay the bills, which is okay, it's fine. You know, we just gotta work hard. We gotta work hard. Dang, bro, these cars is loud.